96 Miles by J.L. Esplin. In 96 Miles, the Lockwood brothers are forced to make a desperate trek. Their dad, a hardcore believer in self-reliance, has stockpiled enough food and water at their isolated Nevada home to last for months. But when they are robbed of their supplies during a massive blackout while their dad is still out of town, John and Stu must walk 96 miles in the stark desert sun to get help. But there's a hidden danger that makes things even more dangerous. Will the brothers survive the blackout? Check out this fast-paced adventure about brotherhood and survival.
A Duet for Home by Karina Yan Glazer. It's June's first day at Huey House, a homeless shelter for women and children in the Bronx. Tyrell has been at Huey House for 3 years and gives June a glimpse of the good things about living there, friendship, and hot meals. He even helps her find a place to practice her beloved viola. When the kids find out that shenanigans are afoot to move families before they are ready, they rally together to save Huey House and the home they built together.
Born Behind Bars by Padma Venkatraman. Kabir's been in jail since the day he was born with his mom, who was serving time for a crime she didn't commit. As a 9-year-old, he is suddenly released from jail and must survive on his own in an unfamiliar city.
Escape by K.R. Alexander. Cody wins an exclusive invitation to the biggest virtual reality adventure park in the world, and it's more than mere rides and roller coasters. At Escape, you can do anything you want, be anyone you want, and there are no adults to tell you no. Simulations turn deadly, his fantasy world glitches, and the games become races for survival. Will Cody and his friends find a way to escape? Check out this fast-paced horror novel to find out.
Hushabye by Jody Lee Mott. Lucy and her little sister Antonia find an old, muddy doll head in the river, which Antonia claims as her newest treasure. At night, Lucy hears her sister talking to Hushabye, and to her horrors, hears the doll talking back. Strange things begin to happen to the boys at school, and Lucy must fight to save her sister from madness. Find out what happens in this creepy but exciting mystery.
Invisible by Cristina Diaz Gonzalez. Can 5 overlooked kids make one big difference? There's George, the brain, Sarah, the loner, Dayara, the tough kid, Nico, the rich kid, and Miguel, the athlete. They're stuck together when they're forced to complete their school's community service hours. Although they're sure they have nothing in common with one another, some people see them as all the same, just 5 Spanish-speaking kids. Then they meet someone who truly needs their help, and they must decide whether each are willing to expose their own secrets to help, or if remaining invisible is the only way to survive middle school. Linked by Gordon Corman. Chokecherry, Colorado is a small town where everyone knows everyone and all the students have been together since kindergarten. The small town is thrown into an uproar when a swastika is painted in the school building, and then it keeps happening. As Dana, Michael, and Caroline try to uncover a culprit, they start a community remembrance project to create 6 million paperlings to represent the Jews killed in the Holocaust. This novel has great messages about community and being an upstander.
Long Lost by Jacqueline West. A mysterious book leads a girl into a century-old supernatural mystery. When Fiona's family moves across Massachusetts to Lost Lake to support her older sister, Arden's figure skating dreams, Fiona feels lonely and second best. She takes refuge in a library where she discovers a strange book about 2 local sisters, one who goes missing. As Fiona unravels the mystery, the supernatural begins to creep into her world, and she quickly discovers she and Arden are both in danger.
The Monster Missions by Laura Martin. Berkeley and her best friend Garth lived on an old cruise ship, scavenging for supplies from drowned cities left behind on the ocean floor after the sea swallowed up all of the land. They think they've seen every kind of aquatic creature, but then they never expected to find sea monsters. After awakening a hydrant, Berkeley and Garth are sent to live on a submarine where they study and hunt sea monsters. But the Hydra wants revenge on their home ship, and if it succeeds, their families will go down with it. They must find a way to save the ship. Will they succeed?
Scout is Not a Band Kid by Jade Armstrong. When Scout learns that her favorite author is doing an exclusive autograph session at the end of the year, she's determined to be there. She officially needs a plan, and when she finds out that her school's band is heading to the same location for their annual trip, an idea takes shape. Being a band kid can't be that hard, right? As it turns out, learning how to play an instrument when you can't even read music is much, much, much tougher than expected. Will she be able to master the trombone and get to her favorite author's book signing? Find out by reading Scout is Not a Band Kid.
Skander and the Unicorn Thief by A.F. Stedman. In this epic fantasy, unicorns are dangerous, bloodthirsty, and immortal. They become slightly less vicious when bonded with a rider, so destined children are found and trained to channel the magical creature's magic. Skander has watched years of rider-unicorn pairs competing in the Chaos Cup and dreams of joining their ranks. Will he be given the chance to make his dreams come true?
Treasure Tracks by S.A. Rodriguez. Fernando Finn joins his grandfather on a secret quest to find the long-lost treasure swept to sea, but when their first mission takes a near-deadly turn, leaving his abuelo weak and unable to speak, Finn's left to navigate the hunt alone. With danger lurking at every turn, Finn dives into the mission in order to save abuelo's life. If he can't succeed, will he lose abuelo for good? Find out how the story ends in Treasure Tracks.
Valentina Salazar is not a monster hunter by Zoraida Cordova. It takes a special person to end up in detention on the last day of school. It takes a really special person to actually burn down the schoolyard while chasing a fire-breathing chipmunk. But nothing about Valentina has ever been normal. The Salazars are protectors tasked with rescuing the magical creatures who sometimes wander into our world. From grumpy unicorns to chupacabras to the occasional fire-breathing chipmunk. When a video of a mythical egg goes viral, Valentina and her family embark on a quest to save the creature before the monster hunters get there first.
Wayward Creatures by Dana Lawrence. 12-year-old Gabe doesn't know where he belongs anymore. His family is caught up in their own lives, and his friends barely have time for him now that they're stars on the soccer team. In a desperate plea for attention to impress his friends after school, Gabe sets off fireworks in the woods near his house and causes a small forest fire that destroys several acres of land. In the chaos of the destruction, a coyote named Rail, tired of her family and longing for adventure, finds herself very far from home. Find out how Gabe and Rail cross paths to become friends and discover where they belong in the world.
Winnie Zhang Unleashes a Legend by Katie Chow. Winnie Zhang has two goals: survive her first year of middle school and outdo her stuck-up arch-nemesis, David. It won't be easy since, according to her older sister, middle school is the pits. Luckily, Winnie studied middle school survival tactics in comic books and anime. Nothing will stop her from being the very best student, but none of Winnie's research has prepared her to face the mother of all hurdles, evil spirits. When she makes mooncakes for a class bake sale, she awakens the stuff of legend from her grandmother's old cookbook, spilling otherworldly chaos into her sleepy town. Find out what Winnie has to do to keep her town and the world from falling into chaos.